This is your editor, Jake. This episode can get quite explicit. Viewer discretion is advised. You have been warned.
I'm trying to create a better me, so hopefully people who are hearing this are taking it the right way, can say, I can run a mile. It ain't about running 205 fucking miles, doing 4,000, being in the city. It ain't about all that shit. Shit doesn't matter. I want you to see how fucking far you can go, because we all come from that shit. That's why I have to be so authentic and so real about my own insecurities, my own faults, just being a fucked up person. I'm not the best at anything. I'm not gifted. I'm just driven.
Groggy. Bunda.
Bunda. All right, Mr.
That's the best sound
Yeah,
test,
yeah.
bro. Like it instantly like just pops on the mic. So and then you make the sound like it's easy to read your lips with it. So it's easy for me to sync it up when you do the bond. I mean Jake. It's easy for Jake to sync it up.
Yeah, because
we don't test this. Right?
Yeah, I don't. We don't do nothing.
We don't
just
do
come
nothing,
here and report.
We don't do nothing.
So listen, there's a story about this lady. Her name is Dorothea Poeta. I'll just call her Dorothea. I forgot her last name. But there's a lady named Dorothea, and there was a lady named Dorothea, and she lived in, I believe it was Sacramento. Yeah, it was Sacramento. And
This is in the West Side.
So she was like maybe. Well, she said she was in her 60s, late 60s, early 70s. And what she would do is she would find like, she wouldn't find them, but there would be people that come to her like older people, like older than her, and they'll be like, hey, like I couldn't find a nursing home, or I couldn't get a nursing home because it was too expensive. So will you take care of me, basically? Like, so it's to start taking care of older people. And all of them, they either had like either mental issues or just like some sort of physical or mental problem. So they'd get checks because they couldn't work. They get retirement checks, Social Security checks, all of those. And so this was the last person to come in. I think his name was Albert. I think it was something like Albert or something like that. He was the last person to come in before it got shut down. The operation got shut down. And so the lady who brought him there, they thought it was safe. You know, she was an older lady, so they didn't think anything of it. She was an older lady. She had cats. She just seemed innocent. And so one day, the lady, let's just call her Ruth. I don't know her last. I forgot her name too. By the way, this is a documentary. I'm just basically quoting it. But I know you haven't seen it, so that's why I'm telling it. It's on Netflix called World's Worst Roommate. So if you guys want to know the name, stuff like that, you can go there.
World's Worst Roommate.
Yeah. So let's just call her Ruth. Ruth brought Albert to Dorothea. She basically dropped her off and said, okay, you're going to live here now. A couple of days later, Ruth comes by. He's like, hey, I actually like living here. This is nice. I like it. I'm going to have a good life now. A couple more days go by, and then all of a sudden, Ruth comes back to check on Albert. And she's like, oh, he's out of town. He'll be back. He's in Mexico with his family for like some sort of cookout. And Ruth was like,
that's the best place to hide a body.
That's not like Albert to go like that. Like he usually tell me I'm pretty close with him. So she was like, okay, well, I'll come back tomorrow. She was like, oh no, he'll be back next week. And she'll be like, no, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not gonna let you, I'm not gonna let you get that by me like that. So she comes back the next day, and Dorothea, she's like, oh, he's still gone. Maybe he'll be back next week. And she'll be like, okay, I'm gonna come by again then tomorrow, which will be Saturday. She'll be like, if he's not here, I'm calling the cops because this is strange already. 3 days he's gone without telling me. I'm gonna call the cops. So that day goes by, boom. Someone calls and is like, attendant, like someone that she's taking care of, Dorothea, someone that Dorothea's taking care of. she has him call and say, "Hey Ruth, Albert came by. You just missed him, but his family came by and they picked up all his clothes and now he's moving back to Mexico." And she was like, "What? That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do that? He was having a great life here. He just turned his life around." So then,
Best place to hide a
um,
body.
so then she calls the cops, and she's like, I think there's a missing person. I don't know what's going on, but I think there's a missing person." So boom. Let's leave the story right there. Let's backtrack a little bit. Dorothea had a history of being. She always wanted money, jewelry. She would always steal people's jewelry and stuff like that. She already had a history, so she went to jail for I think 5 years at one point in her life.
Ex-con. Okay.
So, but she didn't go by Dorothea Powell. She went by a different name. She still had the first name, but she was married, so she had a different last name. So that's why back then documents weren't as secure now. So back then it was just
Hey, how long ago was it again?
19. I think the case started at 1988. 1980 or no 7
That's not that long.
1788 no 1888 my bad.
1888. Dang. How
No,
long?
it was 1988. But documents.
That's not that long ago.
It is not. And so documents weren't as nowadays everything's on file, but back then I guess it wasn't as heavily secured and stuff. So the fact that she just changed her last name put her in a whole new category. So they just any record she had, it was if you didn't do a background check, it was connected to her other last name. And
Wow.
so basically
They didn't even look at the fact that she got remarried. They didn't even like.
nothing. Well, eventually did it.
Oh,
So
eventually
when
they
she
did.
called when Ruth called the cops.
That's the thing about cops. They do everything too late.
But these cops were on it. So
They were on it?
The cops came by, and the detective on it, he started doing research, and he was like, she has a history of like taking care of older people, and then all of a sudden
Taking care.
they would just die, and she was always, a factor of like how they died. Like she was always the one taking care of them when they died. So
I think I heard of this lady before, actually.
basically, at some point, the cops come by and they're like, "Do you mind if we look for Albert, because he's been missing and we just want to make sure that he's not dead or he's just not gone missing?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, come on in." She's an older lady, so they don't think anything of it. They're just like, "We're just doing another wellness check, basically." So with what's her name? With the police detective, it's her parole officer, and she's like, the detective asks her, "Is there anything you want to tell us before we get started?" She was like, "I'm in violation of my parole by having this. I guess you can call it a nursing home, an independent nursing home. It was illegal for her because she's already had a pass. Like she can't. It's illegal for her to do that. She can't do that." And so, she tells him, looks him straight in the eye, "I'm in violation of my parole." And he's like, "Okay, interesting." So they go on through the day. They start looking through the house, looking for Albert. At that point, they're looking for a dead body. They're looking for a dead body in the house. But all they find is like a bunch of blue pills, and the blue pills are sleep pills, basically for people that can't sleep. That's what they're for. And remember, everybody they're older.
Yeah.
They have disabilities and just
How old was this
health
lady again?
problems. She said she was in her 60s, late 60s.
Why are you 60 taking care of old people?
Okay, so you now you're starting to catch on now. So then they didn't find anything besides maybe the pills, but that wasn't enough to bring her in for interrogation. So right before they leave, he's like, the detective, he asked her, "Oh yeah, one more thing. The Ruth that brought Albert there, she was like, can you dig around the backyard, because one of the attendants said that she's been digging a lot of holes recently, like a tons of holes. I don't know why. She's old lady. Why is she digging holes?" So she's like, "Can you just look in the backyard? I'm really starting to feel weird about this, digging around the backyard." So she's like, "Yeah, why not? Like, I don't see why you would want to do that, but go ahead." Dorothea lets them go in the backyard and starts looking for just things, just anything they could find. All of a sudden, they find like a bunch of like red cloth and just stuff that looks like they described it as beef jerky. Like that's the texture, like the stuff had that they were pulling out of the grass. And eventually they found like something like they hit the shovel against something hard. So they were like, huh, that's weird. They pull it out. There's like a bone, like a femur bone in underground. They pull it out and they start realizing
Bodies.
this is a dead body. So then they put the house on, they lock down the house, no one can leave or enter, and so we come back tomorrow and they start digging again. Bro, they start digging. There is before they start digging, they found a second body. They found a second body. They started digging, they found a second body. But right before they found that second body, she's like, well, you guys are making me nervous, and I don't know who did that, because that body's so old. It's obviously been here before I even moved here. And she's like, and I'm a little old lady. I couldn't carry a body out there. What do you guys? You guys are crazy to think about this. So she's like, you guys are gonna be nervous. Can I go across the street to my nephew's hotel room? He's over there, and drink coffee with him. He's like, yeah. I mean, there's no reason why you can't. At this point,
Why is her nephew in a hotel room?
I don't know, but I don't really think that had anything to do with this. I think honestly, it was a coffee shop over there, connected to a hotel. I think she might have lied about that actually though.
I mean,
But-
some people live in hotels, so there's nothing wrong with that. It's weird.
But yeah, she goes to the hotel, and right as soon as she leaves, he comes back. He starts digging. Boom, second body found. He tells like, hey, lieutenant or whatever, we found a second body. He was like, okay, I need to get Dorothea, because this is obviously starting to get a little bit more out of hand, because these bodies aren't fresh. Remember, Elbert's only been missing for at least 2 months now. In 2 months,
Missing,
the body would not turn into what they found. Like what they found were just skin, just bones. That's it. Nothing. No skin. I mean, no like nothing really besides a couple pieces of fingers, stuff like that. They didn't find much to the body but bones. And then so they start digging for maybe a week or two. They ended up finding 7 bodies in her backyard. 7 bodies. That's a lot of bodies.
Wait. What's her motive of killing these people again?
So they eventually found out all of these people, they were dead for at least months, just years even, but they still were getting Social Security checks. She was basically cashing the checks, taking their money, and because she had a good rep around the city, because she would donate to different like politicians and stuff like that, she would even donate clothes and food. But the clothes that she was donating were from the dead people. The people she killed, she would take their clothes and donate them and say, hey, I'm just want to donate these clothes, and I want
That's
to.
a demon.
And I'm like, that's crazy.
That's
the
demon.
even crazier part about this, she lived 1 block away from a courthouse, meaning there's cops going in and out that street all day, all night.
She ain't
And
right.
so I'm like, how did she get away with this for so long?
She is not a child
So
of God.
for real,
I'll tell you that.
she told everybody she was 70 in her late 70s, early 70s, late 60s. She was really 50 years old. But she said she figured that the older she made her seem,
How old does she look?
She made herself look at least 70, because she figured the older I make myself look, the more innocent I become. She'd wear like a bunch of, she'd even hunch herself over. She'd
She
wear
white?
a pearl. She's white.
They age like raisins. I mean, I probably would have believed she was 60 if she would have just told me that.
Yeah, well,
I don't think you need to do that much effort.
she would wear a bunch of like dress. She would basically dress and act and talk like an older person, just so that it'd be more innocent, basically. So yeah, they found 7 bodies in her backyard, and they actually did end up finding Albert. She killed him, wrapped him in a blanket, took him outside, buried him. And the last thing
How old was
of
Albert?
the story, Albert,
70s.
he was younger. He was in his 70s, I don't think. I think maybe 40s, late 50s.
Why is he late 50s? They go in those nursery homes.
Well, he had, remember, most of these people had mental problems, so they couldn't live alone.
Oh,
And
mental.
most of them had
That's
mental health
different. That's different.
problems, physical health problems, just all of them. And then he didn't have any family, so that he either had to stay in the hospital or he could go to a home. So he chose to go to the home. And then the last piece of evidence they found in her house was a carpet. The carpet, there was like a tenant saying it stinks in the house all the time. And I'm like, yo, I mean, you guys, like, you guys aren't young anymore. You could be letting some things loose without knowing. But nah, the carpet. He was like, the carpet smells in that room, and he was like, it only smells in that room and just stinks so bad. And she's always in there just doing things. And so the lieutenant, the detective I meant, he just walks in and the carpet is extra like cushiony, like it's like this thick of a carpet, like really thick of a carpet. And he's like, "There's two carpets here. Why are there two carpets?" He lifts up the first carpet, blood, just tons of blood on the ground, a crap ton of blood, like saturated in the carpet. So I'm pretty sure that's where she would kill them. She'd drag them outside and bury them, and cash their checks for who knows how long, take their money, donate their clothes, and go on with her day. But I think the even
What was
craziest,
she buying with this money? I need to know.
I don't think that.
Did she live in a
alone-
small town?
She lived in
Because that's small town
Sacramento.
activity. That's small town activity.
I don't think it was really small of a town, but people knew her to be a good person. So that's why people never really suspected anything.
See, that's why I don't trust nice people. I'd rather you be as mean as possible the first time I meet you. Like be yourself. Like if you're nice, just be nice. Like but like I trust complete douchebags over like. I mean, I'm not saying like I trust them. Like I wouldn't trust them like to wash my baby or anything. But I mean, like when it comes to like being honest, they're a douchebag. They gonna tell you the truth.
Yeah, they don't care about your feelings.
You don't care. So, like that's why when people are too nice, I'm like instantly my mind goes, what do you want from me?
Yeah, I mean,
What do you want from me?
mentally just take advantage of them. Like I said, they were older, but she'd been doing this for so long. Several people, like I think right before she moved, she killed a lady. She poisoned her for months, but she helped her open a restaurant. And so she helped her open a restaurant.
See,
and then they had a shared bank account.
Being stubborn is good sometimes.
She drained the bank account, killed her. Boom, she moved.
Because I would have been like, first of all, I'm too stubborn to like give someone else the credit to be like, oh yeah, they helped me open this restaurant. Nah, I did it myself. But I don't trust nobody when they being too nice.
Not even that. It's just like she was. The way the cops explained it was like it was almost like it was hard for her. It was hard for her not to not seem innocent. Like everything lined up. Like she helped people helped people in the community. She donated clothes, but the backstory behind everything she was doing was so she can get away with killing people and cashing their checks. So like all of the clothes she was donating, it was like I said, it was the dead people she killed. The money she was donating to politicians, like people who were running for governor and mayor and stuff like that. She would donate to their
No, I
charities and
need to
stuff.
know what she was getting because
She wasn't like buying like fancy
like
cars or
if you
anything.
doing all this if you doing all this work,
She was
and
just sick.
to potentially
She-
get caught and be known as the demon of the century, killing old people. Like I mean, like it's just come on.
I don't.
Like,
She
what are
did
you
it all
buying?
for the
Like,
money.
You better be buying Lamborghinis. Like I'm not saying that justifies what she did, but I'm just saying like we need to know that you getting money. That's all I'm saying. Like
It was-
Like,
I
what are
think-
you using this money for? Like why is this money that's so important to you? That
She
you gotta
was
go on a killing spree. Like
everything she
it's
did.
never that serious.
The money she used, all of the money she got, she used it. Honestly, I feel like she just wanted to kill because all of the money she used,
For charity.
it was
she's
to
just like
help
the
her
bloodlust.
make herself seem more innocent. Like, and then she would tell people, "Oh, I'm self-made wealthy. Like everything, all of the money I have is just self-made." So these people here, they don't.
Was her house nice at least?
I mean, it was okay for what what. I don't know. It was okay, but I think the reason why she didn't buy Lambos and
She's still
nice
alive?
houses. No, she's dead.
I think
I'm pretty sure she's dead.
I don't want to.
But she's in jail now, so I mean, it doesn't.
No man, screw it, bro. Nah, because
I mean, yeah, if she's not
definitely-
dead, she's still in jail.
That's fine.
She has to be still in jail. She
I
killed
hope she got life.
7+ people. So that's and
What-
then elderly
what's the
abuse.
sentence per body? There's supposed to be a sentence per. Like I think
I don't know, but there's also tons of other illegal things she did, like treason.
Oh, she got other charges.
She cashed
Yeah.
people's check. Like if she's not dead, she'll be in jail. She got life easily.
She definitely got
got life. But that story was just like, obviously I didn't do it justice just because the story on the documentary itself is just better shot. Great. People don't know. A lot of people don't know is documentaries are my favorite type of genre of movie. Before action, comedy, documentaries. I don't know why, but that's just my favorite form of entertainment, I guess. And so I watched it, and it's a series, so it's a bunch of other people who either kill people or basically tormented their roommates. That's why it's called World's Worst Roommate. But that story alone, just
so it's a series?
It's crazy.
I might get into that. I'm trying to I'm on a new I'm trying to go on this new journey with my life to where I'm not trying to like as much documentaries like murder mysteries and stuff are cool. I try to not Shudder. Oh well, yeah, because I could just. But so on YouTube, Shudder just went out, so obviously the screen gonna come down. But but so yeah, like murder mystery and stuff are cool and interesting. It's just when you get wrapped up in that negativity, it just kind of some people can watch that stuff and be totally fine, like Sadana or Sissy, they're cool with that. But me, it just messes with my head for a good week or so, especially how gruesome it is.
In my mind,
so I can't keep watching dark stuff like that too much.
The murder itself doesn't mess with me, or yeah, I can watch them. I
have no problem watching.
I watched them all in school. I was literally socializing with my friends as I was watching this whole documentary.
But no, my mind would just start to thinking it's just too dark.
Documentaries alone, the fact that they every single, I don't care what genre. It could be a documentary about LeBron James, or it doesn't have to be murder mysteries. But documentaries alone, just one, I like the production behind it. If they're well shot, documentaries can really be very entertaining. But it just gives you a lot of information on how people are in real life, and then it also
that's the thing. That's why I can't, because it's real. That's
what makes me like them, because I know they were real. Because action movies, Avengers is cool, but it wasn't real. But documentaries are so entertaining, and the fact that they're so entertaining and they were real, based off of true stories, I think that makes it cooler to me.
Yeah, most definitely. That makes you want to
obviously the murder mysteries and stuff like that, they're not as cool as there are just crazy to think about. This lady really just killed all these people and had no remorse, or even the other stories are the same basically. In my mind, I was just wow, these people really existed. They lived they walked the same earth I walked.
That's crazy.
It's just crazy, but I never really get too in my own head about it, just because I don't know, maybe as I'm watching it, I'm I just like you said, I just get in my own head about it.
Yeah.
But what I do is I'll watch it
at least 2 weeks after,
and I'll watch a Disney show. I'll watch freaking something. I'll just watch some Disney show to get everything out of my mind, clear in my mind. But like I said, I was in school when I was watching it.
One thing about kid shows and stuff, that will instantly any
kid shows are
thought you
undefeated,
have in your head, that joint will instantly erase it.
They're undefeated. I'll watch some crazy murder mystery, then I'll go back and then I'll go watch Kick Buttowski or something like that, Phineas and Ferb, or something like that, just to get my mind off of it. But I was in math class and they were M equals MC squared, and I'm over here watching freaking Dirty Diane kill people, 7 bodies in her backyard.
Bro, things there was a recently so the rapper Gunu.
No.
He's a DMV rapper. So if you from it's mainly Maryland. If you're from Maryland PG area, you gonna know Gunu. So recently he passed, right? I think he got shot. Rest in peace, Gunu. He was too young, man. He just started making moves. Mm-hmm. So rest in peace. I honestly think he definitely, because he was on No Jumper. He had a little No Jumper interview. Mm-hmm. It wasn't an actual interview. It was I think 13 minutes at max. But he was on No Jumper.
Okay.
So yeah, he was definitely making moves. He was gonna be something. It's sad that he's so young, bro. He's so young. Yeah. But yeah, Gunu. And one of my favorite songs by him, by the way, is Drip. If y'all need to go listen to this song. Me and my boy Masai used to make I think it was TikToks, not TikTok. Was it Thriller or TikTok? We used to make Thriller or something. But it was a funny video that me and Masai made to that song where Masai was like robbing me or something like that. But no, it's called "Drip in the Ice" by Gunu. That song is amazing. I love that song. But yeah, so at his they were celebrating his life, right? At a, instead of like having a funeral, maybe, I don't know, maybe if he did have a funeral, but they did something for the fans. So like at this club,
Oh yeah, I did.
his body was like on the stage.
Yeah.
This man's body was on the stage, and of course, I at first I didn't see it. I just heard it on a news channel, like one of them, Celeb Source. He's
Like the
hilarious.
Shade Room, stuff like that.
He's like the shit, yeah. I
Okay.
guess, yeah. But he's hilarious. I love watching him. Celeb Source, I was watching him, and he didn't show too much about it. I think he showed like maybe like a very blurry picture, but nothing too much. Then me being curiosity killed the cat. So I was like, ain't no way his body was really on stage. Like maybe it was probably just like
A mannequin
maybe it
or
wasn't that
something.
serious. Maybe it was just a casket. Like maybe it wasn't
Yeah.
like his actual body standing up. So me being curious, I go to Twitter because I know Twitter.
You can
don't
find
have
anything
it.
on Twitter,
You
man.
find anything on Twitter. So I
Anything.
said, if Instagram or YouTube don't got it, I know it's going to be on Twitter. I go on I go on Twitter. Oh my God, it's everywhere. And I'm just scrolling. And these dudes got it from like 3 different angles. People got it on their stories. I'm like, this is horrible. And I'm just now I'm in it. I'm just scrolling. I'm like, why did I do this? Why did I look this up? Because now, like the way he was like, first of all, knowing that's like he's not like that's a body, like that's literally a body just on the stage.
Like there's no soul in there.
And
Like,
the
it's
way the
literally-
lighting was in the stage, like on the stage, it just looked very like creepy.
Mhm.
And then some people were like, bro, people are so evil on the internet. People are saying, yeah, the Gunu's in hell, and they were saying stuff like that. Yeah, man, yeah, and they were saying like all that. They were saying like, yeah, Gunu's haunting us from hell and stuff like that. And I was like,
Wow.
oh my gosh, bro. So normally I sleep in the dark. Bunda. You got a fat bunda still. What are you on about?
Bunda. Okay, Bunda.
You've been naming your audio tracks, right?
Yeah.
I just make sure so it's easier for Jake.
Yeah, Jake.
For Jake.
Jake.
Great
guy,
yeah,
man. Great guy.
Yeah, great guy. It's easier for Jake.
All right.
Okay, but let me finish my story about the Gunu situation. Yeah, so I was so like after like I was going through Twitter, like that joint kept like his face on stage, like the lighting was very dark in there, so it just looked creepy. Like nothing looked like cheerful about like, cause we just went to Papa's funeral. Nothing when we went to Papa's casket, nothing like screamed like fear.
Yeah,
Or, like,
it was peaceful
It
almost.
was peaceful. It was just like
to know
he's
you was at
resting.
rest. Exactly, yeah.
But the way Guno's looked, it was just like this ain't
Almost
right.
like I'm not gone yet. I'm still.
It like
still
cause
here.
like I think his eyes were open too.
Oh what?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
that's-
it was weird. Like, and I
was he
just, like,
standing or laying down?
He was standing. That's what made it creepy. Like he was standing and he's just there.
Oh, that's crazy.
And like it's like this weird like green lighting that was coming up under his face or something. Like he just looked real creepy and menacing. Like it was just like, and the fact that you knew that it was a body made it even worse. Like if you would have told me like it was like a statue of him or something, I would have been like, oh, that's not scary. But nah,
Especially because how did he die?
he got shot. Yeah.
So in my like,
He got shot.
God forbid,
Rest
but
in
like
peace, Gunu.
people are ruthless nowadays. Like people are ruthless. Who's to say they don't just come in the club and just finish the job? Even though the job was finished, they don't just come in the
Oh
club
no,
and,
yeah,
and like steal the body or something. Like that's something like,
dudes do crazy. Yeah, dudes do crazy things like
that's crazy.
But nah,
how did they
yeah.
not find out about that?
like him up there. Then like he just looked very like I feel like I can see his soul in his eyes. Like
Yeah.
and I didn't see like all I saw in his eyes was like it's almost like he was still alive, but like
Yeah.
mentally like mentally I just saw anger.
Mhm.
Like I was like, bro, what the heck? So then I'm like, all right, let me get this stuff out of my mind. So I'm in the living room. I'm in like light areas because I don't have a light in my room. I got my TV. That's my light.
Yeah.
But so I'm in the living room just trying to think of happy stuff. Maybe let me start cooking something.
Yeah.
Let me just do something to get off my mind. But it keeps it's his face that kept getting into my
haunting.
brain. It was haunting me.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to go to sleep, right? And I'm like, I'll be good. And then
Put some Phineas and Ferb on, man. Put some Disney Channel on.
And then I remember I told my mom about it, and then I'm like, okay, now I'm talking about it, and now I'm feeling like he's here. I was like, oh no, what if he like don't like the fact that we talking about it being a bad decision for him to be on stage. So I'm like, oh no, what if he's gonna haunt us because he don't agree with us? I'm like, oh no, Gunu don't agree with what we gotta say. And I was like, I'm just gonna mind my business. I was telling my mom, but really I was telling him. I was like, Mom, I'm just gonna mind my business on it. Maybe, people gonna celebrate that way. I'm just gonna mind my business. But then I'm like, nah, really, I'm like, Gunu, I'm minding my business. I don't care, bro. Hey, do what you wanna do. Hey,
I like your music, man.
Yeah, your music fire, bro. Like, hey, bro, don't haunt me in my sleep, please.
Yeah.
So I go to sleep, right? Or I'm trying to go to sleep. And I go to sleep with music on. But even that didn't work. It's like I'll be listening like nice soon, like Minecraft music when I go to sleep.
Oh, okay.
I go to sleep like that type of stuff. And so I'm going to sleep. I got my Minecraft music playing or whatever. In the rain and stuff. And I'm like, okay, peaceful, calm. But I turn the TV off because that's the best way to sleep in the dark, cold, music playing. I'm like, this is gonna be good. But I made sure to turn my head into the pillow. I don't normally sleep like that. I normally sleep on my side or something.
Oh, okay.
I've learned that you're supposed to sleep on your back, so I've been trying to sleep more on my back. But I'm a stomach person. Like I sleep on my stomach. But this time my head is like facing. I had my hoodie on because sometimes I sleep in a hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but sometimes I do sleep in a hoodie. But this time, I had my hoodie on. I made sure to put that joint over my head and smash my face into the pillow. And I'm like, okay, just don't look around you, because like when you turn off the lights, the corners just look very dark.
Yeah, like random things. Like I used to be scared of like my laundry bin.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Just because it looked like a monster.
So I'm looking at my corner. He's there, just standing there.
Nah,
bro, that's what I see. Obviously, he's not there.
Yeah, but still, that's
crazy. Bro. I said I'm sorry, bro. Like I said they could do what they want, bro. I said I'm minding my business, bro. I said I was minding my business, right? Wow. Didn't I say I was minding my business?
Come on,
good. He boom in my corner. I'm just like, oh my god, bro. Hey, bro, I ain't mean nothing, bro. I was just, bro. I ain't mean nothing by it, bro. I was just agreeing with dude said, bro. Wow. Bro. And he just in my corner. I'm just like, oh my god. So I called my friend up, and I'm like, yo, bro, like, I don't think I called him up that night, but I think like we ended up talking sometime that week.
Wait, you told me about this, but you told me you don't want to talk about it because
that was what it was. I can talk about it now because it's not that like it's not in my head anymore. Yeah. But like for weeks,
so
I was haunted, bro.
Wow.
And I was like, I told Sean, I was like, oh my god, there's something going on, but I can't talk about it because I know it's gonna come back in my head. It was just it was something about his face to me that like was so haunting. And he just kept popping up in my corner at night. So now I'm just like, oh my god, I gotta think, because I don't like sleeping with the TV light anymore. Like I'm not 14 or like, I'm not 12 anymore. Like I don't need the TV light to go to sleep no more. But so now it's like uncomfortable to sleep with all that light in my room. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to turn my TV back on and play some Kick Buttowski. And I literally watched Kick Buttowski. That's why I was glad you said that.
Undefeated.
I literally watched Kick Buttowski, and I'm like, all right, so this should brighten me up. I don't need the audio. I just need the colors. But then you know how like shows randomly go dark? He's back. I'm just like, please turn back on. Come on.
Come on, kid. Come on, man.
Come on,
bring
kid.
that bunda here.
Bro. But yeah, but like he was just, and then even sometimes when I close my eyes, it'll be like a jump scare, his face.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, Gunu, bro, I'm sorry, bro. I like your music. I ain't mean nothing, but I just thought it was kind of weird to have your body. Hey, bro. Hey.
Grieve in your own way, man. I'm
Rest
sorry.
in peace, bro. Like I love your music. I had no problems with you, man. I just didn't like the fact that he was haunting me for at least 3 weeks.
That's crazy.
3 weeks at most. Like it was so bad that I literally couldn't talk about it. Like remember when I told you?
Because you told us, but you didn't tell us why. You were just like, bro.
I was like, I can't talk about it.
You pointed to a corner, and you were like, bro, this corner's been creeping me out.
It's that corner.
And I was like,
him.
what you mean? He was, I can't talk about it, but because it's gonna come back. And me and Leal, we just looked at each other. Because I think Leal was there too.
Because in my mind, I feel like the more I would talk about him, he'll
it
come
makes
back.
sense. But in our minds, we didn't know, so we were like,
y'all didn't know.
Come on, what do you mean?
But like, I haven't seen the picture and the videos in a long time, so I'm good. Like, he's not even in my head anymore. And now Pop-Pop's gone. So like, my room is like, it's like this new aura in my room because like, I feel like, you know, Pop-Pop's watching over us now. Like now he can literally watch over us. So now it's like, and his hat's in my corner. Like I got a lot of Papa stuff. I got his ring and stuff. Like they're all on my desk. So and I got his hat there. So now the room is just filled with like joy, and productiveness. Like my room's very peaceful, more peaceful now than it was then when the Gunu passed. But now that Papa's gone, it's like my room is like a safe haven now from like all that stuff.
That's good.
Like I mean, I'm not saying it took Papa up the pass for me to be able to sleep in my room, but obviously Papa was still here, but when he did go, and like a lot of things started to shift. Like that's how I knew. That's when I learned that heaven was real. Because I was like remember when we went to his grave, and we went to his dad's grave, great grandpa grave, and we sprinkled the ashes, and the sun came out. But remember, that was our grandma. That was our grandma. But now remember we went to because our Papa's request was when he passed to have us sprinkle him over his father's grave and his daughter's grave. Your mom. I don't know why I said that. Like you don't know that. I'm saying that for them. They don't know that. Yeah. But yeah. So to sprinkle it over on Kira's grave and his dad's grave. So we went to his dad's grave to sprinkle it, right? And you remember this. I'm talking to them, but I'm looking at him for it's a conversation. So, but yeah, and we go to sprinkle over the grave, and then I know everybody noticed it. As soon as we sprinkle it on his great granddad's grave, second we put it on there, the sun opens up because it was cloudy that day. It was very cloudy and windy that day. So as soon as we put it in, the light beams on the tombstone.
Yeah. It's like the clouds
like
open
the clouds
up, a ray of sun just
and then a dragonfly flies by us, and then apparently like that was rare. Like my mom was like dragonflies are rare or something like that.
I think they were like it's a symbol for something. Like crows are symbol for death. Yeah. I think so. And
his wife, Miss Janine, she has a tattoo apparently that's a dragonfly. So when she saw that, she was like, yeah, he's definitely here with us. Like he's happy, like he's in peace. Like that was a moment showing like, guys, I'm sick, I'm cool, I'm finally in peace, I'm no longer suffering, because he was sick. Remember, he was sick. So yeah, that was a sign that told me, okay, yeah, heaven's definitely a place. Like the heaven's definitely real, because he was able to give us that sign. So I was like, yeah, but yeah, Papa's he's straight, he's cool. So, Oi, this guy stinks. Oi. Bloody. She was so bloody. Oh, she was so bloody. She's so bloody. I said she's just so bloody.
All right, guys, we're back.
So
Intermission is over. As you can see, there's a midget. I meant Leo is right here.
So bloody.
Say something for the people.
Hello there. So bloody.
I need a new microphone.
Put it in this mic too.
Rowdy.
Bloody.
Anyway.
Bloody.
All right, so.
So what are we on about today?
I don't know.
Pick a topic from here, and I'll talk about it. The ones with the check marks have already been talked about.
It's the ending, ain't it?
And this one.
God, bro.
Man, she was bloody. She was real bloody.
You picked that one? All right.
She's just very bloody.
Hold on, let me.
I don't think you heard me, bro.
Bro, if you believe in zodiac signs, you're mentally insane. That's not a joke. Like you're mentally not developed.
Oh, grow up. That's what he really means to say.
Grow up,
Grow
will
up.
you?
Obviously, I'm joking.
Grow
but-
up.
I'm joking, but like, really, come on.
Grow up.
Because you're.
What's your
born-
sign?
Because
He don't
September
even know.
27th.
Don't tell him the real sign, bro.
No, what's your sign? What's your sign?
So
I don't believe in zodiac signs.
I don't believe in him either. I don't believe in him either.
What
But
is
you're supposed to lie. Supposed to be like, I'm a Taurus. That's my go-to.
Cancer.
You act like a Cancer.
I'm a Libra, you dumbass. I'm a Libra.
No, that's how they always be though.
Bro, I remember this.
You act like a
Nah,
Libra.
forget.
Yeah, no, Zodiac. We've already talked about it in another episode.
Psych, I'm a Leo.
We talked about, I think, last episode or one before. You guys already know where I stand with zodiac signs, but let's
Boy, disgusting.
I want to see your point of view of.
Here, just hold my mic. Hold my mic.
All right.
Oh, what's your dream job?
I actually don't have one.
And y'all ain't out of my chip bag.
Oh, shut up,
No,
will
dude.
you? I'm doing an interview. Continue.
I actually-
my chips are secure.
Shut your trap now.
I actually don't have I don't have a dream job.
Mhm.
I have like a dream goal.
Alright.
So, like I just want to travel the world
Mhm.
of my own free will. Just hop back and forth. Well, not hop back and forth, but like for like a
Just
portion
be
of
able
my
to,
life.
travel. Yeah, that's like I didn't really care
I'll
about
bite your
traveling
face off.
up until like recently, like when I actually traveled for the first time out of the country. That was when I realized, like, oh yeah, I definitely want
Let's
to
do
travel.
this,
Place.
let's
Like
do
I want to
this.
go to Greece. I want to go to Greece. Lovely place.
Taste of oil, huh? Want to get nice and oily with some guys?
Thank you for that episode, guys. We will be back next week. This guy, what you? Let,
Bro.
grow up, will you?
What are you on
Oh, grow up, will you?
Nah, but Greece.
Jesus
I know Greece
Christ.
is very beautiful, right?
Huh?
Greece is very beautiful.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
She?
Oh, I thought we were talking about the girl named Grease.
Thank you for watching, guys. This has been TuffLuck episode 7. Yo,
seven?
grow up, will you? Eat your chips and shut your trap.
Bro.
Thank you.
Biscuits, please.
No biscuits here. All right. So, yeah, dream job out the way. Well, how do you feel about the whole simulation theory?
That we're in a simulation?
Yeah, we talked about it. I think earlier. But how do you feel about it?
Not gonna lie, bro.
No, don't do it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
If I found out I was in a simulation, bro, I think I'd off myself.
So look, in my mind, so my boy was like, I think we're all programmed and we're all in a simulation, like. But in my mind, I'm like in GTA, right? You know how you have CPU or CPUs. They would never think about, they would never think that they were in a video game because they're not programmed to think that.
Right.
So why would they program if they really wanted us to program us or to be in a simulation? Why would they program us to ever have the thought that we were in a simulation?
Something to ask the Lord about.
We're in the church right now.
Because I don't know. If we're in a simulation, then
Like it's
So I don't believe that. I'm Christian.
yeah.
Like, I think if we were in a simulation, it would just be like him and the dude that made the simulation would just be God.
Yeah.
You know how God hides himself behind his creation.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
That's exactly what I think.
we talked about it earlier. We got more into more in depth with it, but I wanted to hear your point of view. But yeah, like all of us basically stand in the same boat. It's
Okay. Now, if I was in a simulation,
I gotta be about.
I would be like, if I was in a simulation.
grow up, will you?
Dang, that's hard. That's really
Yeah.
hard.
It is.
If I was in a simulation, I would just, to be honest, I'd probably just keep living like I'm living now.
I mean,
Right? Because if I'm in a simulation and I'm programmed for this, that means my programming.
Back a little way.
I got you. That
shut
means-
your trap.
I'm trying to help you out.
Oh, grow up. You're not editing this, Bob is.
This means
Yes.
Jake or Bob
Jesus
or whoever the hell.
Christ.
Trying to help Jake, Mike.
So like, when
Shut your
when,
trap. You don't even pay him.
I keep living like I'm living.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if this is a simulation, programming doesn't die. So at some point, I just do it again,
Yeah.
and I'd have the same
mean-
amount of fun and the same amount of happiness that I had. So if I'm gonna be stuck in an infinite loop without even knowing I am, then I'd rather just. It's like blissful ignorance.
Yeah. And I also wonder, like,
And imagine every time you live that same program and you do different things, which means different outcomes.
Yeah,
So
just like
it's like Groundhog Day, except you don't remember.
that's what you don't remember. You're there. I mean, listen, the worst part about this is that we'll never know the answer until
No, we won't.
after we die.
We never will know the answer until we die.
Like it's just
What, dying over and over again?
No, not that. Just the simulation, man. It's just so silly to me.
You genuinely think the simulation concept is silly though?
I think it makes sense. Like if on a outside perspective, it makes it like when they talk about it, it makes sense. Like,
Except when you think about it logistically.
but when you think about it, like
family or simulation.
yeah, like basically people saying like honestly, it sounds very like egotistical if you think about it. I'm the only
Like the
person.
main character.
I'm the main character
Very
of this
egotistical.
universe,
I
of
mean,
this
there's a
character,
lot
of this
people that
earth.
think they're the main character of their
So-
story.
Like I'm the only
And
person.
All
I'm
of
here.
you guys are
I'm
just
here.
here
Shut
to
up.
interact with. Shut your trap. You say over there and eat those crisps, will you?
Hold on, let me die.
I just want to tell you, you are not the main character.
Nobody
You are
cares.
the side character.
You're
You are
the
the side
macaroni.
character, and you are not the main character. You are not Deku.
My Hero Academia is overrated.
So you watched this episode of
Bro,
something?
what do you mean, bro? Have
No,
you
I mean,
seen
I don't
that
think it's over-
Community, bro.
I only watched like two animes, so I don't know.
When I tell you this out of the kindness of my soul. Don't interact with their Twitter community.
I don't interact with any anime Twitter community.
Okay, let's keep it that way.
It's just too much for me, man.
It's
I couldn't do it. I can't do it.
Keep that a fist away.
Show your trap.
You ever hear Deku X Bakugo? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen some pretty weird things on like
let's
Twitter
they
or
tried to
like
cancel
Reddit.
The creator of MJ.
Yeah.
How you cancel your favorite manga creator? How did you try to do? Like that doesn't.
You did this.
You
This
know
is your
how
fault.
dumb that sounds.
It's-
Your
yeah.
favorite series is gonna get canceled
Because
you
you
want it to be canceled.
wanted to be that weird fan.
It would be continued by someone more enlightened, but then it wouldn't be MHA, would it?
It wouldn't be the same. It's like a different. Come on, people, man.
What are you on?
Grow up.
You know what MHA is?
No.
My Hero Academia.
I know My Hero Academia, but like, what are you talking about? They're trying to.
They tried to cancel the creator over something. And I was like, well, why would you do that if your whole fan base is based off of that manga which he produces?
Mhm.
Like, you wouldn't get an ending.
Jesus
You wouldn't
Christ.
get an ending if he gets canceled, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, why would you try to cancel him? That's like trying to cancel. Imagine you're a world famous basketball player. It's like trying to cancel the NBA.
Do you not want to see basketball ever
Like-
again?
That's like trying to cancel Adam Silver.
Show your nah, I'm playing.
Adam Silver. That's
Adam Silver?
Adam,
Who's
that's
that?
the dude.
Who runs
Oh,
the
the,
NBA?
yeah.
He got his name on the basketball and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Yeah, 'cause he owns it.
These super fans, man.
Saying they
Something else.
They
They
go crazy.
cuckoo in the
in the
brain.
Real quick.
What do you want to say?
I want to give all the side characters some recognition. You're a side character, but you're loved. You're the favorite side character. You know how they like the shows that like that side character that everybody just loves. That's you. So it's okay if you're a side character in your story. That's okay. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, like you know what I'm saying. So go ahead. I'm gonna eat my crips.
Eat your crisps.
I said my crips. I'm gonna eat my crips.
Eat your gang affiliated chips. Your
I gotta
crisps.
put the bands back on.
Oh yeah.
Bands.
Put the monies back
Listen,
on.
man.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's the
man.
money.
I stay with
You go to
it.
Virginia State. You know that orientation was up today.
It was.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Don't you go?
I am.
You ain't go to orientation. You have to go to orientation.
I didn't get I didn't get an email from them, so like
It's a scam, bro. Another scam.
I have to. I'm probably gonna send them an email and find out like
Yo, what's good, OG?
what's happening right now
Yeah.
because I didn't get any type of
Move-in day is like in August, like the first week of
email or
August.
anything, bro. They didn't send me a thing.
Bro, why they so cool?
Maybe they don't really want you to go there.
That would be pretty crazy, wouldn't it?
It just went to your spam, probably.
That would suck.
Oh, yeah.
What it? Oh, what's so like?
Have you ever emailed them before?
Yes.
Oh, then it probably won't go to your spam.
Well, I'll message the dude later.
Yeah.
But I got a full ride.
That's
I'm not supposed to tell anybody that, so I'm gonna have to actually cut that out.
Thank you for snapping.
But yeah,
What were we saying? Oh yeah. I was gonna ask you this, since you was talking about side
it's
characters.
hot in here.
It is.
Continue.
What's your favorite side character, or just character in a any film, movie, TV show? Favorite character?
That's a hard question.
It is, because there's so
Azra.
many different TV shows.
Azra.
Azra.
Can it be from a video game?
Sure.
Azra from Azra's Wrath.
For the people who don't know who that is, just elaborate, because I know exactly who that is, but I don't necessarily know.
I'm not gonna elaborate because it is one of the greatest video games to exist. You need to go play it or go watch a Let's Play.
Have I played it? You let me
Yes,
play?
yes,
Oh, okay, I know
I'll let you
exactly
play
who
it
that
at my
is,
house.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I do know
You
who
need to
that
go
is.
play that video game. Azra's Wrath. That game is fire. Made by Capcom. Go play it. Like seriously, that's my favorite video game to ever exist.
Wait, do I have a favorite video game?
But then you have the goat Wizen.
It's so hot, bro. There's been like, I think we grew up in the best area of gaming. So
Really? You think
yes, yeah, because like we were in the tech.
Technological evolution stage.
Yes, thank you. Say it again. So
Technological evolution stage.
all right, thank you. Yeah, I'm not good with like them big phony words.
What do you mean phony?
But yeah, like, so I think all of our games are like pretty like solid. So
Yeah.
it's hard to just pick one.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, I don't think my favorite game's been made yet.
Uncharted series, maybe Uncharted 4.
But second place is definitely one of the Sonic games, Sonic Generations.
Lewis is so geeked right now. Lewis is watching.
Bro, Sonic Generations is so fire, bro. You can't tell me nothing.
It's
bro.
good. I do like the game. I remember it's very nostalgic for me.
I can't
but
wait for Sonic Frontiers to come out. Okay. Alright. So, Sonic Colors, I had it on my DS.
Hell, don't point the mic up. You're not talking to the ceiling.
My bad, bro. I had a DS, right? And it had Sonic Colors on it. Sonic Colors on the DS.
It was on DS. I thought it was on.
It was on DS. It was on DS. It was on Wii, and I have it on Xbox. I like the game.
Wait, what happened? Who that? It's who? Hey! Yeah, take that call. His little girl calling him. His little Sade calling him.
Oh, shut your trap, will
My
you?
boy Leo getting them digits.
Shut your trap. You are exposing him.
Nah, you right. When you put it like that, you're right. Especially in that accent. You make me feel so bad.
Yeah,
man.
everything sounds just smarter from that accent, man.
It's more forcive too. I mean, authority. You get more authority in that accent. Hold on, I'm actually texting somebody right now, so give me a second.
Yeah. No, sure. Why not?
Talk to them, please.
No, sure.
Host.
No, we can wait.
Host.
We can wait.
Talk.
We got time. We can wait. I guess we can wait.
What are you on about? Close the bloody door.
Quit yelling, will you?
Grow up.
Oh, quit yelling, will you?
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Jesus Christ, will you
just
raising a
annoyed me.
bond? Good God, goodness
He's opening the
gracious.
bloody door while we're filming a bloody podcast.
You're the one texting right now.
I was texting before the bloody wanker left.
You know what? You are
But
such a
people-
disappointment right now,
People from
Mike.
the UK are like, oh my god, these dudes are, shut up.
Listen, when we get Sam on, y'all gonna really hear
Nah, Sam,
a good,
bro, I cannot dare his
good
accent,
accent,
bro.
bro.
He sounds like he could do a good Gordon Ramsay.
What an OG, bruh. But yeah, we're trying to get him. He was supposed to come on today, but things just didn't work out. But we gonna get him on soon. Because he wants to come on. It's just schedules don't work out.
I can't wait
have
for them to
jobs.
see the other room.
Yeah. This room, this isn't the main room we were talking about. You got
It's
a different room.
temporary room.
We'll probably be back at the house probably the next episode.
Yeah.
And then after that we'll be hopefully in the other room. We should be straight by then. But
yeah.
what else? Welcome back.
Change the plan. I gotta go to her house.
Oi, you going to the house, mate? You gotta go to the house.
You're so black. You have longer arms than me. Please.
Thank you for watching the episode. He just called me the N-word. I'm gonna leave. You're going on TMZ. No, I'm playing.
You really gotta go to the house.
All right.
Wow. Why do you have to go?
You don't need to ride no more?
No.
All right.
I'm gonna ride from the bus driver and then go home.
All right.
About to get on the bus, about to go somewhere. So.
Tell yeah. I
Ain't
appreciate
gonna
it.
say bye to the bloody pod.
They don't care about you. Go ahead.
It's been your boy. I'm gone because I have to go do stuff. So you're so black.
All right.
Nigga, give me my chips. Nigga. Oh,
Give me my crisp back.
crisps. All right, Leo, have fun.
Well, listen, that's a perfect way to end the episode. This has been TuffLuck Podcast, episode 7. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Don't you dare turn off
I
those
wish
lights.
you would turn.
Go ahead, turn them off. I dare you.
You black bag.
No. Keep it off. Keep it off. This has been TuffLuck Podcast.
I disappeared.
You don't nobody care. Don't wanna say you. This has been TuffLuck Podcast, episode 7. This episode's been all over the place. I know we said it was gonna be a dedicated episode, but as soon as Leo came in the picture, it switched. But we're straight about it. It's cool. Like, comment, subscribe, follow us on all platforms: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Anchor, Spotify. The ad's the same at TuffLuck _pod. I'm your host Zack Jones with this gremlin. See you next episode.
That was fun. That was fun. That was fun. That was fun.
I'm trying to create a better me, so hopefully people who are hearing this are taking it the right way can say, I can run a mile. It ain't about running 205 fucking miles, doing 4,000, being in the city. It ain't about all that shit. Shit doesn't matter. I want you to see how fucking far you can go, because we all come from that shit. That's why I have to be so authentic and so real about my own insecurities, my own faults, just being a fucked up person. I'm not the best at anything. I'm not gifted. I'm just driven.